There's no obscenities in this
Lauren
thing, and
remembers.
there's nothing of vile nature. There's a few things that are a little bit, if you will, but nothing.
I imagine you have to get invited into this.
Oh, you do?
Just
Well, no.
only by-
This magazine, you can get a subscription, but this hasn't been out yet.
You're
So
not
what
there
I
yet.
did was I talked to one of the editors in the magazine. I said, "Can you give me a couple snippets because Mike's going to have a birthday party." And we'd like to get some of that information out to his friends, his very close friends, because he said these are all special people who have come here. So we did. We took excerpts from this thing. It's going to show as we go on. And so, thanks to some undercover reporting and sensitive information from a whistleblower, this is a December 2023 issue featuring none other than our beloved spouse, father, brother, and friend, Michael Johnston. And what you'll see is this highly regarded publication can only be secured at local meat markets, butcher shops, and National League concession stands. So I thought I'd honor this special occasion. I'd share some snippets I was able to source from the upcoming article. Stay focused, as a total article will be available at the aforementioned locations for 66,000 bitcoins. We don't know what the rate is going to be tomorrow, okay? So, this is Mike Johnson.
Well, you are in shape.
You've never seen him with his shirt off? Have you been down to the shore with him? Oh my God. So this is Mike Johnston, the man, the myth, and the legend.
Blue is your color.
Mike's called the man for all seasoning. He's named as Senior Citizens of the Month, and inside you'll find the story of the man, the myth, and the legend. Okay. So here's the Johnston profile. He's handsome. He looks great in bike shorts, according to Joan. And he loves to dance to ABBA while alone in his man cave down here, which is really a shock for most people. But in any case, he likes long walks in the park while reading poetry. He likes Joan cutting his hair while singing O Solo Mio. He always wears a tux and tails for evening dining, and he loves sea rations. That's me. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back a second. So the things he dislikes are Kyle Schwarber. He dislikes sweets, yaks, and purple M&Ms. These are the things that Mike had said that he really dislikes. His favorite band is the Carousel. His favorite singer is Johnny
Family
Bynum.
joke.
Family joke.
His favorite relative is Rick Silva. And his dream vacation is 2 weeks with Joe, Mark, Mike, and Whit at Tyson's headquarters in Springfield, which was shocking to these people. They said, I couldn't believe that's where he wants to go, but hey. Inside this issue, you're going to find key moments in this conflict and memorable life. So you can recognize the little Johnson clan there. Mike replaced Alfalfa. Rumor is at delivery, Michael slapped the doctor. And when the doctor first lifted him up, he marveled, saying, "My God, a full 9 inches, and I ain't talking height here." So Mike's folks were blessed with 5 boys and 2 girls. They were so ingenious, and when a handyman was hired to child-proof the house, it took only 15 minutes for the kids to break back in. Which is sort of surprising. Yeah. And as a youth, due to Mike's many skills, he received scholarships to some unique summer camps, such as Mr. Rogers' Ultimate Cage Fighting Camp, Spotted Owl Recipe Camp, and Danny DeVito's Sushi Jersey version. So this is what got Mike interested in food to begin with. Okay, so here, Mike multitasks. There's a sort of a take on Fonzie and Archbishop Ryan. Mike attended Archbishop Ryan, and despite his heavy AP load, he selected unique electives to round out his leadership skills, such as becoming a suburban police informant and dating rich divorced women on a $10 weekly allowance.
I didn't know about that.
You know what, Joan? I didn't want to put it in there.
Yeah.
It's in the article. So.
It's in the article.
So, as an athlete, his skills were great. He's clearly a team player, but every now and then he became reactive. He made a comment during a relay race to a teammate, "Screw you, get your own baton." So, you know, Mike can be reactive occasionally, not too often.
That's for sure.
So even with such a heavy academic load, Mike started to work the Grace Steiner.
Grinders,
Ah.
rice and grinders.
It's close.
I thought it was Stu's place. At age 15, where he experimented with creating great food after hours, eventually being credited with inventing such popular Philadelphia dishes as loin of chipmunk, pigeon scallopini, and woodpecker fondue in season. It's pretty amazing, Mike. Yeah, that's how he started to climb. He did graduate with honors and set out to distinguish himself in college as a proud explorer. Originally a science major, his original thesis was entitled Reducing Gravity by 50%, but the document remains unfinished and it's never really been proven. So, in addition,
There's still time, Mike.
he
There's
was
still
briefly
time.
expelled for kicking the Fighting Irish Leprechaun in the balls at the 1969 Palestra Invitational. You know, we read about that. It was in the Inquirer, actually, so this is not secret stuff. He eventually switched his major in history, but you did do research, and you discovered actually the British lost the colonies, but they only wanted to lose New Jersey, but they got carried away. That was in Mike's thesis. Few people know that before embarking on a secular career, Mike briefly flirted with a religious calling. He actually attended the seminary for a short time, but during this challenging period, he's credited with memorizing 6 of the 10 Commandments, selectively choosing to ignore the 4 that posed a threat to his quality of life. He would have been a priest by now, Joni. Mike meets his future.
Oh my God.
Joan changes his life. Mike, hoping to meet a fine Irish lass, frequented numerous pubs in Philly and New Jersey. Well, the good Lord smiled at Mike and put in his path a beautiful and talented Irish-Italian lass named Joan Pasquarelli. According to Joan, they met at St. Aljo's Parish on a Good Friday while attending a prayer circle. I thought it was a bar, but for some reason, this is what you told me, Joan. Was it Aljo's?
It was.
I'm good. Got that one right. So Mike decided to impress her. He said, let's go on a once-in-a-lifetime weekend in Manhattan. First afternoon, he spent taking his Bible out of the hotel drawers, looking out the window, and circling each commandment as they saw them being broken.
Yeah.
They took 2 off-Broadway shows, Les Cheese Miserables and The Loin King. Needless to say, Joan was hooked. They hit it off instantly, and marriage followed. Before long, Mike and Joan are blessed with 2 wonderful sons, Michael and Mark. He watched them grow and excel at sports in school, and as a hands-on dad, he always encouraged them to develop an entrepreneurial spirit, helping them develop many skills such as Mark's excellence in shop, or he would have graduated with honors if they had been able to find the shop teacher's finger. Sorry, Mark.
I would take issue with that, Mark.
And Michael, the great athlete, thought about a career in baseball management, developing revolutionary ideas for the game, such as a fan catches a foul ball and wins the salary of the player who hit it. Mike also created a shower with the players' night. Where's Michael? Sorry. Both boys moved into successful careers, and Michael was blessed when he met the love of his life, the beautiful Whitney, a Pittsburgh native who was a diehard fan of all Philadelphia teams.
Die hard.
Mike began his career at Ponderosa, rising quickly to executive levels, was primarily credited with reducing Ponderosa from its 1,000 locations down to 22. It was a hell of a job, Mike. I mean,
It was consolidating.
we
He
consolidated
saved them a lot of money.
and clearly left Ponderosa and moved into a different career at Tyson. Mike eventually moves to Tyson's, where he distinguished himself as key executive in the successful rise of Tyson's Foods and Aramark, once stating, "I love the sound of chicken squawking when being defeathered." you know, Vietnam, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. But anyhow. Mike worked with PETA for years, trying to make the brief lifespan of Tyson's chickens more pleasant, creating such projects as smart TVs in every coop, 2 weeks of paid vacation annually in San Francisco, providing eugenics to aging roosters, having a delicate time making her like it too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Here's the golden years. Now, that's Mike there. If you notice, he's getting some blood. After a distinguished career in the food business, Mike finally retired, but his work had just begun as he spent about hours doing volunteer work for the military, winning many honors and accolades and maintaining his fitness. He finished top 5 in the Philadelphia to Atlantic City bike event, rumored about a unique training program prior to the race. There's evidence in this illustration. That's known as blood doping. But anyhow, it's like, in any case, first mate on the fabled Little Easter cruise through the Bermuda Triangle, and he single-handedly put down a mutiny when Captain Al refused to allow the crew to have Asian food on shore. You have to
More
understand that,
inside.
folks.
Yeah.
That's an insider.
Al, Mike
Well, I thought
says-
Big Al would senior
Mike
race,
sailed with our dad when no one else would.
and he put down 2 mutinies. Just last week.
He started a couple too.
And he hates Asian food.
Mike received his ARP card. He was the only one that they sent by express mail marked urgent. Now, most of you are surely incredulous at how good he looks for reaching 70. Every night I pray that I look that good when I reach his age.
Right.
6 years ago. Actually, Dave Mike is leaner, meaner, focused, happy, and downright jubilant. He's so lean he can outrun a Wildwood lifeguard when he forgets his speech tag. He's so mean he often takes off his pants and sits on a picture of John Hunter Biden. He's so focused that he got out of jury duty when he asked for a conjugal visit with the judge's wife.
Oh, Rick.
He's so happy he often calls Whitney's dad Dennis and gloats when the Pirates lose. That's why I wanted Whitney to be here. But anyway. He's so focused, he was recently published in the Daily News for his editorial entitled The Proper Amount to Tip a Congressman for a Favor. And he is so jubilant at a recent fundraiser he was seen goosing Senator John Fetterman. Anyhow. Okay, closing thoughts. So let's review what makes Mike special to us. There's a picture of you guys. How many good friends are like stars? You don't always see them, but you know that they are always there. You know, the older I get, the more things I gotta leave behind. Rocky Balboa.
That's life.
Good quote. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life in such a manner that when you die, the world cries, and you rejoice. It's one of my favorite sayings, American Indian. And it reflects Michael. And this one, in the evening when every sound lies sleeping, when all the doors are shut and the soul is open, memories like quiet visitors arrive. Memories, special. And finally, and for us it's really simple. We love Mike Johnston. We've lived through laughter and tears, music and silence, happiness and sadness, life and death. And through it all, we both know that we're better for him being in our lives. Go with God.
Thank you very much.
That's all your help.
Uh,
I didn't do anything.
Lauren,